Hey guys, and welcome back to Factorio ABPlus with Arumba. How's it going, man?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I've got a thing to show you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Real quick, before I forget my train of thought, yeah. And then you can
Plastic
show me.
boards. Oh my god, this should fucking. I know, even though we're like literally maybe 10 fucking meters away.
Oh, is it that close?
That's right here.
All right. Well, then route it over here. I don't. I'm zoomed in. You might have like a
Why you zoomed in?
like a 17,000K monitor, but I like to actually like zoom in and look at what I'm doing. You just look like the whole map at once, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. The amount of comments I actually get about that, it's quite funny.
What, that you just play from too far away, or that you play too close?
No, that you play too close.
I never get that. I've never once had somebody say that to me. Not that I've read anyway.
I think it's different when like my audience are used to seeing me and I play really zoomed out, because obviously I've got a high resolution monitor, and then they sit and watch you and it's like ridiculously zoomed in. I think I get to zoom out even further though.
Wouldn't surprise me. I'm like drawing an absolute brick, like brain problem here, trying to like remember, okay, how do I make wood from the oil? I think I can just feed this directly into this other machine too, right? The output product is wood. This is synthetic wood. Okay, so it is technically a different type of wood. So I do have to select a different recipe.
Which is fucking nonsense. I should just make wood. Yeah, I should just make wood instead of synthetic wood.
Well, hold on, I just picked it up. Is it actually synthetic wood though, or is it wood?
It looks like wood. Does it just get automatically
Okay, no,
converted?
it is wood.
That's cool.
Alright, so let's put him a little closer then. Ugh, doesn't fit, Steejo. He doesn't fit even though he wants to fit. It's just not fair.
Rude.
There, can't be bothered. And the damn machine went here.
Oh shit, wrong machine. Silly Steejo.
Okay, that should work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. So then we can get rid of this temporary thing that I did, because that's supposed to provide this logistics system with stuff. Alright, cool. Alright, done with that problem. That was the wood shortage of 2017. So you've got a crafting combinator thinger that you claim to have made yourself.
I did make it myself.
You claim to have made it yourself, even though I've never seen you make anything cool with crafting combinators in this map.
It took me fucking ages. That's why I've not made it. That's why I've not made it in this map. So I was like, fuck that noise. That took me so long.
You ended up using recipe combinators as well, right?
Oh yeah.
That's like the one thing that I haven't spent much effort or time learning how to use is the recipe combinator, and so that's probably why I've never made it much better. Okay. It's not built yet. You need beacons.
No, I need like a fucking bajillion arithmetic combinators.
Okay, well I'll craft those. You also need to
just cancel most of this shit because it's not needed.
You've also got to downgrade to a tier 5 assembler.
It's not an issue.
Did you just add that logistic zone interface here, or was that already? Is that needed?
Oh no, it was in the thing. That is needed, yeah.
Okay.
These aren't needed. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
So what you do is, depending on what you want the thing to make and how many of them.
High-tech science packs, go. That's what we need. Right now. That's what's stopping Coverx enrichment.
Okay.
So you add one,
How many do you want?
add it to the wires, I'm assuming.
Yeah, how many do you want? 100?
I really don't know how fast these are consumed. Looks like these guys use one every 30 seconds, and science labs have a crafting speed of a lot. And there's a lot, so you probably need like 20 or 30 a second. I doubt that one assembly machine could even produce that many. So
Not quite. Not without the beacons with
beacon.
the ridiculous speed modules in it that it used to have.
Okay.
Okay, so
high-tech science pack minus 100, output high-tech science pack. So you're basically saying if there are none in the system, output a negative number, and then the negative number, it becomes like a request because you invert it. Okay.
yep.
And then that goes into the crafting combinator who sets recipes.
Yep.
And I'm assuming one of these is this. How is it not getting converted into a recipe though?
What do you mean?
Because you just wired high-tech science pack directly into a crafting combinator. How is it setting a recipe for that?
Because it does. That's what it does. It
Then
doesn't need to be recipe. You don't need to say. You don't need to wire in recipe high-tech science pack.
You're kidding me. We've done this so many times though.
Recipe high-tech science pack is what the crafting combinator requires to output. You don't need to send that in.
What the hell? Has it? No, it has not always done this because we've had to use the high-tech science. Sorry, the recipe this. We had to use those arrays of combinators to like convert iron ore into recipe iron ore. I swear we had to do that. It didn't work like this.
I think that's for like specific machines. Don't work very well with it. But no, this works fine.
But an assembly machine itself does fine. I need to test that now because I swear I'm losing my mind otherwise. This was the specific use case where we couldn't do it that way. So if we said like crushed,
I think it's because it's not crafting iron ore. It is. Maybe iron ore will work. Don't know.
Recipe was crushed. You want to just try setting iron ore at it? Sure.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it is because it's like a specific recipe. It's not just craft iron ore.
Okay. So long as there's only a single recipe found, then the crafting combinator will just do it. All right.
Yeah. What the fuck's wrong with electronic logic boards?
I don't know. It was. I don't even remember where they're made.
Oh, down here just.
Down here just means little to me. Where are we? What?
Right under you. You're not getting any solder.
Why not?
Don't know.
I think that's one of these belts. Okay, here's the solder line. It is rather sparse. It's being held up by resin because of the wood shortage. And I solved the wooden boards issue, but I did not solve the resin issue.
Ah.
That's why. So we can make resin from raw wood. We can make liquid resin using urea and formaldehyde, melamine gas and formaldehyde, or that's it. Those are the only options. Great. Looks like all the wood that's coming out of this thing is going to have to go toward making resin for right now.
No. Because resin's bullshit. That's what you're telling me. I think all the resin is going towards making... I think all the wood is going towards making resin, is it not? Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's coming up here to be made into resin and wood to... Oh, for fuck's sake. We just make more wood.
We can, yeah, but it's not one of those things you can just easily like blueprint tile without having to like mess with the water and
We've
crap.
got 33,000 wood in the system.
We'll request it then. How did it get there?
Probably from like deconstructing wood.
Oh right, the train, the freaking FARL deforested the world.
Well, I also like deconstruction plannered quite a lot of wood.
Which you can't do anymore, by the way.
I deconstruction plannered it, not upgrade plannered it.
Oh. Gotcha. So I guess I'll just request some wood back. And then
Yeah.
keep looking at your toy. Okay, well that will drain the wood.
Yeah, we need solder.
And if we're gonna do that, I think I might even just
Took me so long to... So it took me ages to actually make this little smart factory, and then the crafting combinators got updated and fixed something that I'd figured out that I'd had to make a workaround for, and made it so much easier, but I'm still using the workaround because fuck rewiring it all.
okay. So electronic logic boards are being made now. Following the train of thought again, so output is each greater than 0 output input.
Yeah, so only output anything that's greater than 0 to the thing that tells it what it's supposed to be requesting.
You probably remember what P, M, and N and all this stuff stood for.
M is the multiplier for how many we want. P is the products, the amount of products that are made. Basically, the P is the workaround that P take away crafting time, because it's the amount of products, but it also told you the crafting time. So I was like, I want to remove the amount of the crafting time from the amount of products. So, and convert it into just a single letter.
Okay. So the whole point of this thing is then what? You tell it you want the science packs, and it makes the science packs, obviously, but it also will make the subcomponents?
You tell it, you have to program in the subcomponents. You tell it what you want, and say, what's a better one to do? What do you get multiple of in one construction?
Oh, copper coil.
How many do you get? Fucking
2.
copper coil.
2 copper coil
Right, so
from one
you get
copper
2
plate.
copper coil. So what it does then, if you're requesting 1,000 copper coil, it's like, okay, let's works out how many you're short from the logistics network. So say you've already got 200, it'll want to craft 800. Yeah, and it works out that you would only need 400 crafts, and then it only requests the right amount of resources for the 400 crafts.
And that's why I can see your filter is 666 transistors, 333 solder, etc. Which is apparently the amount that you need based on the 400 constant number threshold you set.
Sure.
It's not going to be completely accurate though, because when a robot picks something up from the active provider, it's temporarily invisible to the logistics network.
Yeah, you get a little bit of wiggle, but you get a little bit of wiggle with everything that you do.
It kind of really shouldn't be though. You know, like in vanilla, like base Factorio, they should.
Oh yeah, it really shouldn't.
If a robot's carrying it, it is part of the logistic network. It's already on a route. It's going somewhere, but the chest that's requesting it knows that it's coming, so the value is stored. And yeah, anyway, just a side thought.
So are we getting solder now?
Slowly. I think
Is there no like better way to make solder?
Better way to make solder would be through metallurgy. Yeah, we can make solder from tin, copper, silver. You could just metallurgy solder.
Molten solder. Tin
Requires...
and lead, tin and zinc, tin, copper and silver. Really, tin and zinc, tin and lead would be the best one because we've got a fuck ton of lead.
Yeah, let's start there. Why have we never done it this way? That seems a lot simpler than taking resin and mixing it in with the other stuff. Or wood will probably end up getting consumed somewhere else, I'm sure. But
Right, let's make a new production line then.
where? Where are we going? What are we working on?
I'm hell modding it.
Ah, okay.
Fucking. Ah. Control F. Add recipe. Okay.
I'll do the same because I want to practice. All right, so which one were you thinking to do? You wanted to do it from tin and lead? That just directly makes molten solder, though. The molten solder is not the final product. The molten solder... So we can make solder coil.
Tin and lead, which is the tier 1.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
tier...
because there's no point using fucking copper for it. That's just gonna ask for trouble. Actually...
It makes sense to make the solder coil, doesn't it? Or maybe not. Hold on. 4 solder coil becomes 16 solder. It requires 80 molten solder. It is much better. You get twice as much solder.
To do what?
If you make solder coil and then you convert the coil into solder, let me just create a helm out of it because it's easier to see the math that way. If I make say 100 solder this way, you can add in, I don't know why would we add in the coolant? Doesn't seem like the coolant really makes any difference. Maybe it's faster or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's faster. Like, I'm sure that was the point of the coolant thing.
And my handy hands is going nuts right now. Oh, crap, am I on your line? I am. Sorry, I started messing with your line on accident.
That's alright.
Okay, there you can see it pretty clearly. Lines 2 and 4. Production line 4 is the suboptimal way. If you cast the molten solder into solder, the actual product we want, then it takes 50 ingots of each type. But if you make it by putting one extra step involved where you first cast it into solder coil and then turn the coil into the solder, then you'd get twice as much.
Oh.
I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Did I accidentally like press the wrong key and this thing is making infinite of these or something?
Infinite of...
Oh! Haha! I get it now. That's why it's running infinitely. I have auto trash enabled. I was clearing my inventory, and I have handy hands set to make more than just my tool belt worth of brass pipe.
Oh.
So I was crafting it and then immediately trashing it because I wasn't requesting it.
Well, at least we're gonna have loads of
I just
pipe.
Yeah, I've been crafting it for a while. All right, so do we have tin and lead ingots somewhere? Because if we do, this is really easy to make.
Well, we've got tin ingots getting made, because we've got tin plate, and I'm sure we're getting lead plate made, so...
Alright, I'm gonna do something.
I'm gonna put it into the logistics network and then get robots to do it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
All I'm gonna do is just create a thing so that if the initial thing that makes tin ingots isn't needed by the machine, these induction furnaces that are right here, it'll add a stack of tin ingots, and some can be made. It's simple. And I'm sure you hate it, but I'm gonna get it built fast.
Okay.
What do we need?
I'm just
Tin.
gonna leave you to your own devices now.
Tin and what? And lead. Which we didn't do until much later, which was much further up north, I think. Iron, iron, iron. God, it's so far away. We really should do Angel's approach and just craft the ingots and then store the ingots and then mix them elsewhere, because
Yeah, just make loads of ingots and then... It's so... You're just putting so much shit together then. I liked it being like a furnace where ore comes in and plate comes out. But there's that much shit where it's like, you need these 6 ores to come in and then... I don't know. But, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for in this episode, so as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Studio, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
see you in a bit.